Hello everyone and welcome back to another Stalker 2 video where today we're going to be going through how to get the achievement on LEASH. Now the on LEASH achievement you get for completing a side quest in the name of science, and in the name of science itself is a side quest that you can only get after a certain point in the story mission, so there'll be some little minor story spoilers here, but overall I'll do my best to avoid them. And if you do like this type of video and you want me to do some more lore videos, some more expressions of how these side quests fit into the overall story, do let me know in the comments down below. Without further ado, let's get into it. Now, the first stage of this quest itself cannot happen until you've reached a certain point in the story, which is the S.T.A.L.K.E.R assault. You attempt to assault the S.T.A.L.K.E.R, it goes badly because Faust is there and he's able to make copies of himself. Now, once you have finished that failed attempt, you go back to a scientist known as S.T.A.L.K.E.R, and S.T.A.L.K.E.R's mission allows you to go down to a lab known as X8, and once you go into X8 you can find some files that allows you to progress the story more, and he tells you a bit of something about Faust that allows you to eventually defeat him later in the story. Once the story's moved on sufficiently enough, you'll end up at S.T.A.L.K.E.R doing a mission known as Visions of Truth. And immediately after this mission, once you have re-secured Malachite, you get contacted by his assistant, Dr. S.T.A.L.K.E.R. Now, Dr. S.T.A.L.K.E.R, the second he contacts you, decides to hire you to go out and look for some collars. He gives you several collars to find. Once you have discovered all of these collars on several mutants across the zone, you bring them back to S.T.A.L.K.E.R. After speaking with S.T.A.L.K.E.R, he alerts you that the collars you've given him are useless, and he sends you on your way to destroy a jammer. Now, the jammer is where I messed up this quest on my original playthrough. Now, there's two options to do with the jammer. You can destroy it, or you can readjust it. I readjusted it. Do not readjust it. Readjusting it permanently breaks the collars, and for this achievement, you must not readjust it. This is the first no going back. Once you've done this, you can't go back. So don't adjust the jammer, just shoot the jammer. Or stab it with a knife. Moving on from that, you'll be contacted by S.T.A.L.K.E.R, and S.T.A.L.K.E.R will tell you to come back to him in a few days. Now, in a few days is not an accurate statement when it comes to this. He does not want you to come back in a few days. You need to keep going on through the story until you get to a certain story mission called Subtle Matter. And once you've connected that mission and it's come to a close, immediately upon leaving, you'll be contacted by S.T.A.L.K.E.R. And S.T.A.L.K.E.R contacts you and says, "Hey, remember me? Come back and get a reward. Thank you so much for helping." Now you can go back there, and immediately upon arrival you can see S.T.A.L.K.E.R off to the left having a nice little drunken disorder. You go to him and he gives you a little bottle of vodka. This is very important. He gives you it, he forces it into your hand essentially. Go downstairs, speak to S.T.A.L.K.E.R. You see him surrounded by these three bloodsuckers. Now once you've spoken to S.T.A.L.K.E.R, he will tell you there's a reward in the back room. Enter the back room as you're told. Once you enter the back room you can see what appears to be an MRI machine. While you're there, S.T.A.L.K.E.R locks the door, there's no reward, he's betraying you. Now this is where you need to listen, because S.T.A.L.K.E.R contacts you and tells you, drink the vodka. Drinking this vodka gives you C protection, which protects you from the emissions coming from the MRI machine. And once you've done that, you are able then to survive, and S.T.A.L.K.E.R realises it's gone all wrong, and the door is open. You'll be attacked by the three bloodsuckers, so be prepared for a fight. Once you've finished off these three bloodsuckers, you can leave the collars on, you can take the collars. It really doesn't matter at this point, because pretty soon there'll be no need for them. Immediately afterwards, there's a side door over here we can open, and you are being confronted by S.T.A.L.K.E.R holding S.T.A.L.K.E.R at gunpoint. The experiment is a failure, and he is angry. Now you have a choice of either letting him go or killing him. I chose to kill him. You can choose to attack, take him out, and immediately upon afterwards, S.T.A.L.K.E.R comes up to you and basically speaks to you and says, "I'm sorry for all this happened, but as a reward, it gives you a Gauss gun. It's damaged, but I believe that this is the earliest you can possibly get a Gauss gun in this game without having to enter Pripyat to find one." And immediately upon after this quest as well, you are no longer required to have the collars as a quest item, so you can actually drop them. You can choose to keep them or choose not to, and it's a big help. Hey guys, thank you so much for watching. Hopefully this did help in some way. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Cured up a lot of curiosity because I had about this achievement, because I couldn't figure out how to get it and I fucked it up twice. But anyway guys, as always, let me know in the comments down below if you can think of any other achievements you'd like me to cover in the future. Maybe do a few lore dumps, a few lore dives, who knows. But this one was a bit hectic, and I tried my best to get as much information in there as I could without spoiling the story. So as always guys, cheers.